What's up, guys? Today I wanted to talk about why banks lend on real estate. Okay, and I'm talking on this topic because I want to help most people understand why sellers should take their profits in monthly payments and why private money guys should lend on real estate. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Sawan Belcher. This is me taking action on Instagram, YouTube, and everywhere on social media. I'm a full-time real estate investor, and here on the This Is Me Taking Action YouTube channel, we talk about business, finance, and how to make as much money as possible during a 30-day period while you cherry pick the very best deals for yourself. Okay, now in your stages, in your progression of real estate investing, you'll probably start with wholesaling. Wholesaling is simply the act of finding motivated sellers, negotiating a really great deal, and then getting properties under contract and selling the rights to that piece of paper to another buyer. Okay, after you've done that so many times and you've been detailed in your work, you will start to realize that your cash buyers that you're marketing to are not actual cash buyers. Yes, it's a cash transaction, as in they buy it as is, they don't need any appraisals, and they can close quickly, but they aren't the actual person who has the money. Typically, they are still going to some kind of bank or some kind of person or some kind of retirement account or something else to get money, to borrow money from in order to close on this transaction. And now when I figured this out, that's when I said, well, if this person can find other people and other strategies to get money for this ugly house, I know I can, okay? And so these are the things that I started to talk to people about, okay? So I could raise money from banks or from people, okay? So let's talk about this. Number one, real estate is collateralized, okay? Real estate is collateralized. What I mean is, for whatever reason, let's just say you buy a house with a title issue, and for whatever reason, the title issue tries to take the house back from you after you purchase it. When you purchase the property, it comes with title insurance. So that title insurance company will pay to have this fee removed so you can keep the house. Safety, okay? Most lenders, okay, if not all lenders, require you to have homeowners insurance on the property. And that's because if it burns down, then the insurance company is gonna cut a full replacement cost check, most of the time more than what you actually paid for the house, because the cost of materials or cost of labor is more expensive than when it was purchased. So you're gonna be able to get the full amount of what a new house would cost back from your insurance check, even though the house burnt down. That's safety for the banks, okay? Let me give you a third scenario of why real estate is so great, okay? We all need a place to live. And because we need a place to live, people are willing to pay you to stay there weekly, sometimes daily, okay? And most of the time, monthly. Other assets like stocks or gold, you can buy, and that's great, and you can have a lot of money in stocks, but most stocks will not pay you monthly to keep those stocks. Real estate will pay you monthly, and for banks or for people who want to lend on property, that is a huge benefit to real estate because they can charge you an amortization. They can charge you what they lent you plus interest. Okay, now on an amortization, that is simply a fancy calculator form that nobody can calculate, meaning you paid 3 times what the house is worth during the time period that you are holding the note, while you are paying the payments to your lender or private money or seller. Okay, now that is the second benefit, is banks want the interest, not the houses. Sellers want the monthly payments, not the houses. Private money guys want the interest, not the houses, okay? Interest in this in this business is kind of like the big dog of cash flow. Okay, for the real estate investor, for the homeowner, we have maintenance. Okay, we have taxes, we have liability, we have property management, we have so many things to deal with. We have all of this stuff, okay? And especially if you want to be a really good investor and you'll have 100 properties or 300 properties, you'll have all of this stuff attached to 300 properties. So you'll have 300 property taxes, 300 insurances, 300, maybe 600 tenants, you know? And for the private money guy or seller who agrees to allow you to take their house by selling in payments, or for the bank who lent, the only thing that they have to do is press a button to fund your deal and then monthly check their bank account to make sure you sent the money. That is the ultimate passive cash flow. People might say that rental properties are passive, but I promise you they're not, because today I've talked to 4 different people about their rent. Okay. Now, the third reason why banks lend on property is because you can buy a property at a discount just simply by negotiating. Okay, this is one of the true assets that you can do this with. Okay, now let me give an example. If I wanted to buy stocks at a discount, okay, there's no way for me to call Tesla and say, hey, you know, I see that your stock right now is at $120 a share. Okay, I got $60. Let me give you $60 for 1 share. That's not how it goes. With real estate, you can have a house that's valued at $150. The city has the property valued at $130. That's the amount that they collect taxes on. But the seller only wants to sell it for $70,000 because it needs some work. Okay, that is a huge benefit, because technically you just negotiate a $70,000 deal, which means that you have $80,000 in equity, and which means on your property taxes, you're paying less in property taxes than what the house is actually worth. But also on your personal taxes, you can depreciate way more than what you paid. So you get like triple fisted. Like, for real, you get benefits when simply negotiating real estate deals. Okay, now for these 3 reasons, banks will continue to lend on real estate, sellers will continue to sell on seller financing, and private money guys who make a lot of money, who need tax deductions because of their personal taxes, will still lend on real estate investing deals. Now, what you need to be asking yourself is not, how do I find the money? It's more about how do I find the deal. So I'm gonna leave this link up here showing you how you can find your next deal in 30 days. So one of these guys, banks, private money, or a seller, will finance a deal for you.